I'm ready to... Am I ready? I don't know. I'm ready to dive into episode 12. We've got 3 more episodes left. We need to... What do we need to do? We need to... I don't think we need to worry about Kin and Porsche anymore, right? They're Gucci. They're good. They worked past their differences and stuff. They communicate better. They trust each other. Porsche's forgiven all the shitty things that Kin did. They're in a good place. I feel like we don't need to worry about them. We need to sort out Kim and Porsche for sure, right? They need to have a conversation. Kim needs to work out what his feelings are. We also need to work out why the fuck he's so interested in what happened to Porsche's parents. We need to get Pete home. No. At what point is Kin gonna be like, you know, maybe my suspicions about the grandma thing were on point, right? He's been gone for a long time. And the last time I heard from him, he was going to some potential torture and death situation with Vegas. Maybe I should look into this. I'm now at that point in the show where I've got no fucking idea what's gonna happen. There's 3 episodes left. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Kim, I need you to sort your shit out. You're making me sad. Do you think it would be weird to put Time and Tay on the favourite character list? We've seen them for like less than 5 minutes combined. But I love them, right? Very good situation. Very bad situation. I don't get why he has to try and beat Kin in the first place. Just chill out. Minor family's fine, right? Oh yeah, we need to figure out what Mr. Korn is up to, right? Maybe he's up to some dodgy shit. Porsche's living a good life right now, huh? He can just go out and have fun. He's got Kin with him. It is great. Porsche's so happy. I know you're sad, Porsche, but don't fuck up your interview, okay? You got this. I'm really glad Porsche's in a good place, right? He has gone through some shit this series. So are you, Porsche. I like you a lot, man. You've really grown on me. Don't throw away your future over a guy. Even a guy as gorgeous as him. Don't do it. Don't do it. I swear to God, you better not. No, please. They had to hire new bodyguards and shit, right? Because all the good ones died. Me casually forgetting that Ken was a traitor. Because he's the son of a mafia boss and he should have bodyguards with him at all times. Hello? You guys are really bad at your jobs. I think I said this in episode 1, right? I kind of love jealous Porsche, right? Porsche and Arm have like a really good friendship too, right? They're like working together. They are the new duo, no? Oh, you look like you've done some dodgy shit, Ken. Why do you not have your bodyguards with you for this? Oh, it's that guy. They're such a great duo.
ช่วงเนี้ยตำรวจลงที่บ่อนผมหนักมากคงต้องรบกวนให้คุณคินช่วยออกแรงหน่อยนะครับ
Please be careful, Ken.
แค่นี้ใช่ไหมธุระของมึง
คุณคินที่ตอนที่ขอร้องให้ผมช่วยเรื่องไอ้พอดพวกผมตีบทกันกระจุยกระจายจนมันต้องยอมมาทำงานให้คุณ
What? Are you telling me that the whole 2 million baht thing and threatening him was set up by Kin to get Porsche to come to him for work? Am I understanding that right? Oh. And all this time, this motherfucker's been saying he can't trust anybody, and he's the untrustworthy one, no? Well, at least you've got reading material. What's happening here?
กูออกไปซื้อมามั้งหน้าโง่แบบมึงอ่ะไม่เหมาะกับหนังสือเลย
Rude.
แล้วห้องมึงมีอะไรทำไหมไง
What's with the hedgehog? Do we know why he has the hedgehog?
ทายนิสัยจากกรุ๊ปเลือดมันบอกอะไรได้ขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอวะ
I love how I said that Vegas doesn't seem to have the emotional depth to keep another living thing alive, but he's managing pretty well with two, right?
เท่ดีว่ะกรุ๊ปเลือด AB กูอยากกรุ๊ปเลือด AB บ้างว่ะ
Pete, what is wrong with you, man? Why are you so happy right now? Why are you so chillin'?
กรุ๊ปเลือด O เป็นคนที่หล่อเท่ฉลาดแล้วก็ปากเปื่อยกูว่ามึงคว้างหนังสือทิ้งไปเลยดีกว่า
Why do you even have a book on blood types?
ก็หนังสือเขาเขียนแบบนี้จริงๆส่วน AB เนี่ย AB เป็นคนที่แปลกๆภายนอกดูเข้าถึงได้ง่ายแต่จริงๆแล้วเข้าถึงโคตรยากเดาอารมณ์ไม่ค่อยถูกเดี๋ยวดี
What is with this vibe, right? It's so different. They're just having a conversation. This is not like a torture situation.
ก็หนังสือมึงเองแท้ๆหนังสือยังบอกด้วยนะสามารถทายนิสัยเจ้าของจากสัตว์เลี้ยงได้ด้วยเม่นแคระเม่นแคระ
Why do you have a hedgehog?
เม่นแคระคนเลี้ยงจึงมักเป็นคนที่ภายนอกดูแข็งกร้าวน่ากลัวแต่จริงๆแล้วข้างในเป็นคนอ่อนไหว
I don't know about that one.
อ่อนไหวเว้ย
Definitely scary though.
เขาบอกว่ามึงเป็นคนอ่อนไหวต้องการความรัก
Don't poke the bear. No, but I tried to warn you. Did you forget you are a hostage? Have you forgotten literally everything he's done to you until this point? Is the hedgehog okay? Is the hedgehog okay? Is he able to take care of another living thing? Who knows? We don't know. Oh, these guys are gonna have drama again. Oh. He ain't happy with you. his whole situation here was a setup. It was engineered by Kinn.
กูดูเหมือนคนโง่ไหมวะ
Crazy.
คิด
Bonkers.
อะไรอยู่ กูแค่กำลังคิดว่า คนที่รักกัน เขาคงไม่มีวันโกหกกัน แต่กูแม่งโคตรโง่เลยว่ะ เสือกโดนมึงหลอกมาตั้งแต่ต้น มึงรู้ ทำไม มึงจะปิดบังกูไปเรื่อยๆ แล้วถ้าวันนี้กูไม่รู้ มึงก็จะหลอกกูไปเรื่อยๆ มึงเห็นกูเป็นตัวตลกใช่ปะ มึงเห็นกูเป็นคนโง่ มึงสนุกเหรอวะ
Tell him, Porsche.
บ้านหลังนั้น มึงจำได้ไหมนั่นคือสมบัติชิ้นสุดท้ายของพ่อแม่กู กูขอโทษ มึงคิดเหี้ยอะไรอยู่ กูขอโทษ มึงต้องการอะไรไอ้คิน กูไม่ได้ตั้งใจ ตอนนั้นกูไม่รู้อะไรเลยด้วยซ้ำ กูแค่ทำตามที่ป๊าสั่ง
You should have told him though, right?
มึงตอบกูมาดิไม่แตะตัวกู กูขอโทษ ถอย กูขอโทษ
กูสัญญา มึงอยากรู้อะไร กูจะหาคำตอบให้มึงทุกอย่าง
I'm very conflicted right now. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
สัญญา
However you want to feel, Porsche, I'm with you. You're valid. You do whatever you want. You can forgive him, you can storm off. I'll be on board with either, because I can definitely see two different points to this. I'm with you no matter what you want to do and how you want to feel. Right, let's talk about that real quick before we get into whatever's going on here. I started off feeling like Porsche did, right? Pretty fucking fuming. However, halfway through that conversation, it did dawn on me that we are getting mad at Kinn for something that he did in episode 1. And what episode are we on? 12? Episode 12 Kinn is not the same person as episode 1 Kinn. Episode 1 Kinn was an asshole and I didn't like him, right? And he did a lot of awful things back then. And he was just following his dad's orders. So halfway through that conversation, I realized I was mad at him for something that he did when he was not this person, right? And I'm not saying it makes it okay. I'm just saying that, like, you can tell from that conversation that Kinn doesn't like what he did, right? And he wouldn't do that now in that situation. So allowing for, like, people to learn from their mistakes and grow as a person is very important. I still think he should have told Porsche, because, like, Porsche is right. If he didn't find out today, Kinn probably wouldn't have told him, right? It would still be kept a secret. Would he just keep that a secret forever? So I do agree that he should have told Porsche. But I'm not mad about the whole manipulation thing, because it happened literally at the beginning of the show when they didn't know each other. Like, I shouldn't be expecting Kinn to be in any way true or loyal to Porsche when they barely even knew each other, right? Because Kinn obviously isn't that person anymore, and he says he's going to help Porsche find all the answers and stuff. So he's definitely a different person. The only thing that makes me conflicted about it is the fact that he's lied all this time about it and not come clean to Porsche, right? It's the lying thing rather than the manipulation thing. The manipulation happened a long time ago. The lying is current. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good times that they had where they could have had that conversation and Kinn could have sat down and said, look, I need to tell you this. Back when you first came to me for a job, those guys, I set it up. I'm really sorry. Like, it wouldn't be an easy conversation to have. But you know how, like I say, some conversations, like, you wouldn't have had a good time to have that conversation yet. I feel like that conversation they could have had at multiple points by now. It wouldn't have been an easy conversation, but they could have done it and they should have, right? So Kinn shouldn't have lied about it. So it's a little bit conflicting. So whatever Porsche wants to feel, I'm with it, honestly. The other thing that occurred to me, or is just playing on my mind a lot, is like the way Kinn said again, this is like the third time we've heard him say, I was just following my dad's orders. The dad is up to something, no? Has to be. To do with Porsche. Because I thought that maybe the manipulation and all of this that we just covered, Kinn set that up because he saw how good of a fighter Porsche was and wanted him as a bodyguard. But then I remembered actually he didn't want Porsche as a bodyguard in the beginning. Even after seeing him fight and save Kinn's life, Kinn was like, nope, I don't want to. It was the dad's orders all along, right? The dad is instigating all of this with Porsche. The dad has got some kind of weird connection with Porsche. I just don't know if it is what Kim said and it's the mistress thing, or if it's to do with the car accident, or both. I don't know. But the dad definitely has a reason for hiring Porsche, right? And then for keeping him and the brother at the house, even after they're not bodyguards anymore. It's the dad I'm worried about. I'm pretty sure we're about to see some of the dad right here. Let's see what he's up to. I think you've... I think you're about to get interrogated by your son and future son-in-law.
แกอยากรู้เรื่องไหนก่อน ระหว่างเรื่องที่หลอกให้แกมาทำงานบอดี้การ์ด กับเรื่องที่พ่อแม่แก
Okay. Porsche's like, I didn't see that one coming.
คนที่ขับรถชนพ่อแม่แกเนี่ย
We're about to get some answers. Very nice.
ตายเอง
Okay.
เปาว่าไงนะ
Okay, so he was covering for his friend by covering it all
ไม่
up.
เคยรู้เลยว่าคนที่ถูกรถชนจะมีลูกเล็กๆ2 คนป้าก็เลยทำให้เรื่องมันเงียบเพื่อช่วยเพื่อนป้า
Yikes. You have technically been working for the person who covered up your parents' murder to protect his friend. That's a rough one.
ดูแลแกกับน้องบ้าง
Oh.
2 เดือนที่เราเจอกัน
Porsche very unhappy. Oh, Porsche very unhappy right now.
เป็นไรอะวะถ้าฉันพูดกับแกตรงๆ คนหัวแข็งอย่างแกจะยอมรับความช่วยเหลือของฉันเหรอ แต่ผมว่ามันเกินไป ใช่ป้าก็ว่ามันเกินไป
ถ้างั้นคิดถูกแล้วครับ ขอบคุณนะครับ
He's gonna leave, right? He doesn't want his help anymore.
พยายามช่วยนี้
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to live in the same house as the friend of the person who killed my parents, right? Ooh, that's a rough one, not gonna lie. Hedgehog? You've not tortured Pete for a while. I don't know what your dynamic is right now, but... Did you forget to take care of the hedgehog?
มันไม่สบายเหรอ
Dude, I think it might be dead, right?
พักละ
Oh.
แถมขี้ก็เหลวแล้วมึงมียาไหม ให้บริการข้างนอกพาไปหาหมอไหม ไม่มีใครอยู่
Is losing the hedgehog gonna tip him over the edge or something?
มึงจะทำอะไรอ่ะ พามันไปหาหมอ แล้วหมอตอนนี้ไม่ได้ถามมึง
Okay. You can try and escape again if you want. I'm just throwing that out there. Is he gonna be standing on the other side of the door like, you motherfucker? Really? He's really gone? Oh. Pete, I swear to God, man, just get out. The shit he did to you, I can't, man. I just think of all the horrific torture Pete has gone through. You would not feel bad for someone who did those things to you. And then you're gonna get in trouble for escaping too. He's like, wait, he escaped and he's coming and sitting next to me. Is this guy fucking crazy as I am? Maybe. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I understand this. The hedgehog thing, right? This is probably the only positive attachment Vegas has in his life, so I do understand this. Losing a pet is difficult anyway, but when that's like the only positive relationship you have in your life, I imagine that it must really fucking suck. So I understand why he's this upset about it. I just don't understand this dynamic right now. If I was Pete, I would be out. I would be gone. You've had 2 semi-nice interactions in between brutal torture, right? You're not gonna let Pete go, are you? I just have this feeling. He's not gonna let Pete go. It's not gonna be like episode 6 with Kin and Porsche where Kin's like, yep, just leave, go open the bar. I don't really get that vibe from Vegas. I get like a you're coming back to the room vibe from Vegas, you know? Pete's just following them. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I guess we have consent at this point, right? He's willingly going back into the room. I don't understand it, though.
กูก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกัน
Yeah, me neither, man.
พ่อกูให้กูเลี้ยงแม่นตั้งแต่เด็ก ออกลูกมากี่ตัวก็ทยอยตายกันไปหมด ก ทิ้งกูไปเลย
Nothing lives forever.
ขนาดชื่อกูยังไม่เคยตั้งให้มันเลย แต่ทำไมกูต้องรู้สึกขนาดนี้ด้วยวะ
I already told you it's because that was the only positive interaction, right, and relationship that he has.
แสดงว่ามันก็สำคัญ
Mm-hmm.
เวกัสทำไม
Jeez.
เวกัสหยุด มึงจะทำอะไรอ่ะไม่อย่ามายุ่ง มึงสมน้ำหน้าใช่ไหมที่เห็นกูเป็นแบบเนี้ย
I think if he thought that, he wouldn't be trying to stop you from hurting yourself.
กูรู้นะว่ามึงเสียใจ
Mm-hmm.
แต่ไม่โง่ชิบหายเลย
Uh-huh.
ร้ายตัวเองแบบเนี้ย
Starting to think you've got a screw loose man.
แล้วมึงชอบไม่ใช่เหรอ ตอนกูเป็นแบบเนี้ย
Congratulations, Pete. You've shifted the anger back onto you.
มึงจะทำอะไร ทุกครั้งที่กูมีอารมณ์ร้ายอะสายตามึงฟ้องอะว่ามึงชอบ กูรู้ดีว่ากูต้องการอะไร แล้วมึงพีทชอบแบบไหน
Again.
เป็นโรคจิต
I wasn't gonna say it, but definite mood shift, no?
กูรู้ว่ามึงทรมาน
He is all over the place.
ปล่อยมันออกมาดิ
You're a very scary individual, I'm not gonna lie. Comes across quite unstable, no?
แต่คนอย่างมึงอะไม่เต็มใจก็ไม่สนุกหรอก
Okay. Okay. I guess he gave in. God damn. They're coherent and it's consensual. Did I not say that that was my line? So why do I not feel okay about this? You're letting him tie you up again. Okay. Oh, Pete seems to be having fun, so I can't really say anything, right? It would be very hypocritical of me to to say anything against this when I've just been saying that as long as it's consensual and everything, then it's fine. It doesn't strike me as a very healthy relationship, I'm not gonna lie. It probably doesn't help they have like the dramatic creepy music in the background. Weird. I'm not gonna lie. Pete It's just as crazy as Vegas is, I guess. I don't know. He seems to be having a great time now. Very, very peculiar. No, this is what I was talking to my friend on Discord about, is the fact that it's like they were trying to frame it as like BDSM, right? But I feel like people in the BDSM community and the BDSM space would say that that wasn't not this scene, but what we've seen so far with the torture and everything was not BDSM, because BDSM involves constant consent and communication, not just consent once, but all the time. And it has a safe word when you get into the play and stuff like that. There's none of that, right? It's straight up torture, let's be real. But then this kind of gave off a BDSM vibe, this scene, no? He was willingly allowing himself to be tied up in a way that wasn't painful for him. He was having a great time. He was smiling a lot. I don't know. He seemed all for it. I don't... Wow, I've never been this conflicted about a pairing in my life. This is gonna sound very weird, but I'm more on board with that scene than I was with Kinn and Porsche in episode 4, because they are both coherent, they are both consensual, and they both enjoyed it even afterwards. They were happy, right? That is not the same for what happened with Kinn and Porsche. Porsche was not coherent, he was not consensual, and he did not feel good about it the next day. So if you look at it just by those two scenes isolated from all the context, that scene was, I don't want to use the word healthy. That scene was less problematic than what happened with Kinn and Porsche. Okay? So the issue I have is not with that scene. I understand that Pete is quite possibly just as kooky as Vegas is, and maybe they click together on some weird sadism, masochism level, right? I understand that. The scene itself is not an issue. The issue I have is I'm having difficulty getting past what an awful person Vegas has been until this point. It feels like most people get a character arc like this, right? Wee! But Vegas is like awful, 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 awful character arc. It's so sudden. They're suddenly like bonding and stuff. And I just keep thinking about like what he did to that other guy halfway through the series. What he's done to Porsche. Not to mention the incredibly violent acts of torture on Pete as well. So the scene itself, isolated from context, I don't have a problem with it. And actually, if someone had just shown me that scene with nothing else, like for like my birthday clip, if they'd shown me that scene, I probably would have been like, yeah, I can see why these people get shipped. I would have been fine with it, right? It's completely consensual. A little bit like, I don't know, the tying up and stuff. If you don't get, again, any of the context of why Pete's there and what all the chains are for, you would just think it's a little bit kinky. So I can definitely understand that. The chemistry is there. I understand it. I really do. I just can't stop thinking about all the awful shit that Vegas has done. I can't get past it. Kinn, with episode 4 and everything, Kinn admitted that he did an awful thing. He apologized, and he has since spent the remainder of, well, most of the remainder of the show trying to be a better person for Porsche. Vegas not done any of that. He's just been a very unhinged, unstable individual. And then he cried over his hedgehog, which again, I can understand that, right? And Pete just didn't run away. I would have run away. I don't get it. So for me, it's just the context of everything that's happened. I don't know how to get past it. I don't know how to... I can't forgive him for what he's done, and I can't pretend it didn't happen. At the same time, I feel like I'm being a bit hypocritical now, because if I don't let the... if I don't let the good stuff like this, the good moments they have together, if I don't let that change how I feel about the negative stuff he's done, then surely I shouldn't let the negative stuff he's done impact how I feel about the good stuff. And yet it does. I don't know. I don't know how to separate them in my mind. This hasn't made me like feel like Vegas is an understandable person or anything like that. It's made him seem very emotionally unstable, and not in a good place mentally and all of that. And rather than try to like have him work through that, all they've done is made it seem like Pete is just into that, right? That doesn't seem like a good progression. And bear in mind, I'm really trying to understand Vegas. I really am. I have a thing for prickly guys who have a reason to be prickly, and I'm also a very strong empath, right? Like when I see someone cry, I really want to cry, and I really understand how people are feeling in that moment. It's one of the reasons I can't stand the jealousy thing. Like with Jean and Lovely Writer seeing like Sib kiss someone else, that feeling that all he has to do is like, it just has to show his face, and I know exactly how he's feeling. I'm such a strong empath with stuff like that. So like when Vegas was sitting there sobbing in the yard over his hedgehog, I felt really upset for him. I really did. I really felt bad for him, and it's just because I'm that kind of person where when people are upset, I feel for them, you know? I try to understand where people are coming from. I just don't know how to get past all the awful shit he's done. He's one of the most horrific characters I've ever seen. And I can sit here all day and say, you know, I understand that he was raised by Mr. Can, and Mr. Can is like horrific as well. And, you know, I only have to think of the scene with Ken, how Ken died, to realize what kind of a person Mr. Can is, right? And then with the head on the table and everything. I understand being raised from like a child and spending your whole life being raised by someone like that you're gonna like have a really messed up life and way of viewing things. I just don't know how to let it be, like, how that makes... I don't know. It doesn't make what he's done okay, right? Awful things have happened to Tankun, and he doesn't do shit like this. I guess, I don't know. The show is doing a really good job of showing how trauma and abuse and growing up in bad environments, all of that can affect people in different ways, right? Like, Tankun went through stuff and he did not turn out like Vegas. Vegas has gone through stuff and he's really let it consume his whole life, and it's just poisoned him, basically. And then even in this show alone, Porsche has gone through some quite horrific stuff, and he manages to let it make him stronger, and you know, it doesn't really change who he is too much and stuff like that. So the show does a really good job of showing how differently stuff like this can affect people. And I appreciate that it does that. I don't know, I've never felt this conflicted in my life. Again, maybe it's to do with me being an empath, I don't know, but I can see where the Vegas Pete people come from, the Vegas Pete fans, with the moments like this that we've been seeing. But I also I can't. I'm struggling to get on board with it. That scene isolated was fine. Pete was loving it, but he's still literally covered in wounds that Vegas inflicted on him, non-consensually, as a form of torture while being held hostage. It's very, very problematic. And it's definitely not healthy. But they're both on board with it. So is it really my place to be not on board with it when they are? I don't know, right? Every time I start to think like, yeah, Pete is like consensual and he's enjoying this and smiling and stuff, I gotta wonder, like, what frame of mind he's in, right? Because bearing in mind, literally, last episode, in fact, it might have even been in this episode, he was begging for Vegas to let him die. So, I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on with them. And I don't know how to feel about it, but right now I have to go with my instinct, and my instinct is, again, yee. When are Porche and Kim gonna sort their shit out?
ที่ทำให้รู้ว่ากูมีชีวิตอยู่ไปเพื่ออะไร มาแล้ว
So you two are still in a good place. That's good. Kin was backing him up, right, against his dad, so I guess that makes sense.
นอกจากปอร์เช่แล้วอ่ะ ชีวิตมึงก็มีความหมายสำหรับกูนะเว้ย
Sweet.
ปอร์เช่เอาด้วยไหมครับ เดี๋ยวพี่เทให้ ไม่เป็นไรครับ ผมขึ้นห้องก่อนนะ มองใครได้
Does Porche not want to have a conversation with Kin about his brother? Be like, what the fuck is going on with your brother? Why did he do this to me? I bet Kin would march over to Kim's house right now and slap the shit out of him. Be like, what are you doing with Porsche's little brother? Sort your shit out.
จะกินก่อนหอม หรือหอมก่อนกินดีวะ
How many times are these two gonna bond over bread? Like vice versa in KFC, you know? Very peculiar. Okay, Porsche forgives Kin. I'm okay with that. It was a long time ago, and he apologized for lying and everything, and he's helping him get the answers he needs and to deal with the outcome.
มึงอยู่บ้านกูเนี่ย มึงไม่ได้สบาย แต่ถ้ามึงอยู่บ้านตัวเองอ่ะ
Dude, he literally lived in the forest with you for like 3 days and had the best time of his life.
มึงอยู่ที่นี่ไม่ได้หรอก มึงคิดว่ากูชอบชีวิตแบบนั้นเหรอ แต่มึงกำลังจะเป็นกูอยู่ที่ไหนก็ได้ แค่มีมึง
Cute. Oh, these guys got to a good place. I was very on the edge with these two for a while, but they got to a good place. I'm so glad they actually addressed the shit that Kin did wrong, right? Yeah, we get it, bread. Yay! I love them. I love them. I love them. I don't know why. I just do.
พวกมึงสองคนแน่ใจนะว่าวันนี้จะไม่สาย
They're very sweet together, no?
แดกไม่ได้กูจะขำให้ มาบ้านเนี่ยพอทั้งที ก็ต้องโชว์ฝีมือหน่อยดิวะ นะคิน ไอ้พอดเดี๋ยวกูช่วยไหมไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไร
Friendship square.
โอ้
I like it.
คินก็เหมือนเป็นเพื่อนกูละแล้วจริงๆกูก็ถูกชะตามึงตั้งแต่วันแรกแล้วด้วย มา
Cute.
ไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไร ขอบใจ แต่มึงรอกินไหม
Do you remember when Porsche called all 3 of these guys assholes on his first date?
กูดีใจนะที่วันนี้กูเห็นไอ้คินมีความสุขอะ
Wholesome.
จะมีความสุขได้สักกี่วัน เดี๋ยวแม่งก็ทนไม่ได้แล้ว เฮ้ย
I agree.
ไม่แฟนมึงนะเว้ยคนที่ยอมทำทุกอย่างเลยเพื่อมึงอะ
It must take quite a lot for Kin to stand up to his dad, not gonna lie.
คินเนี่ย ถ้ามันรักใครแล้ว มันไม่เลิกรักง่ายๆหรอก กูเชื่อมึง แล้วกูเชื่อมันด้วย
And it is nice to see Kin trusting again, right? And not letting the Tuan stuff get in his head.
กูไม่ชินเลยต้องแบบแปลกสัตว์มึงโชคดีแล้วที่ได้เป็นแฟนไอ้คินนะมึงก็โชคดีนะ ไอ้ทานก็ดูรักมึงนี่
Why did that make you look sad?
เปล่าเลย ไม่ได้เป็นแบบนั้นหรอก
What? Excuse me? You guys are the drama-free couple. What's this?
วงการนี้มันอยู่ยาก แค่มึงสองคนจับมือกันไว้แน่นๆก็พอ
Okay.
กูจับโคตรแน่นเลย แต่ว่าตอนนี้พวกกูก็ออกจากวงการมาแล้ว
What's he sad about? I can't. No, don't do anything with these two. I swear to God, man. I can't.
งานได้แค่เนี้ย
They're good together, no?
มาครับมา
Don't tell me we've got time Tay drama coming in hot.
มาม่ารสคาโบนาร่า
ใครวะ
I don't know, but every time the door rings in this fucking house, someone gets attacked. So, for the love of God, be careful.
อร่อย
Are these two okay? What?
พ่อมึงมาว่ะ
Oh, God. They're like, we should leave.
กูกลับก่อนดีกว่า
Yeah.
สวรรค์ไว้
That's great. Nah, shit. I hope they're okay. I don't know why he looks so sad about being told time loves him. You guys worked so hard on that meal. And Mr. Corn just has to come in and break it up.
นี่คือรูปของคนที่ขับรถชนพ่อแม่แก
Dude, they were having a lovely bonding moment over sponsored noodles. You really have to bring this up? Do we know him? No, we don't. Okay. Thank God.
ที่ฉันไม่บอก
If it was like the driver was Tanker and I would have been like, Yay!
ก็ไม่อยากพูดถึงมันข้างหลังรูปมีที่อยู่
Oh.
แกจะเอาไปทำอะไรก็เรื่องของแกแล้วกัน
Dude. That's your friend. Porsche could literally go and murder your friend right now and you're just gonna be okay with it. I feel like Porsche wouldn't hurt him, right? Oh, I don't know. It's a shitty thing to do, to kill people and then just have it covered up, right?
นับต้นไม้เสร็จแล้ว
Come on, Porsche, you're a good person. Don't do it.
ได้เลยคนเก่งมาเลยเดี๋ยวกูสอนอย่าตีผมอีกไหม
You'd be doing the same thing to that little girl that the dude did to you, right? Taking away family. Thank God. He's not gonna do it. I feel like that's the healthier thing to do. Let go of your hatred. Forgive him if you can. And then just go. Just get out.
มึงทำถูกแล้ว พ่อกับแม่จะภูมิใจในตัวมึง
I agree with that.
เหมือนที่กูภูมิใจ
Hmm. No, I low-key love them, I'm not gonna lie. They got into a really healthy place. Hmm. You're a good person, Porsche. Where are we at? Who are we with? Okay, we're still with Ken and Porsche.
ที่นี่เป็นที่แรกที่เราเจอกัน
Oh, is this where he kicked everyone's ass?
เป็นจุดเริ่มต้นของเรื่องโกหก
มึงก็โกหก
มึงหลอกกู
มึงก็หลอกกู
Wait, how did Porsche fool you?
มึงหลอกกูว่าชื่อจอม
Oh yeah, I remember. Very small lie compared to all the other shit though. Just throwing that out there.
เราจะไม่มีความลับอะไรกันอีก กูชื่อคิน เป็นหัวหน้าตระกูลหลัก
My name is John.
มาเป็นบริการให้กูนะ
Oh, cute.
กูชื่อพอร์ต
I'm glad they sorted their shit out. Not gonna lie.
เป็นคนที่มึงรัก
No.
และเป็นคนที่รักมึง
Kin has had some crazy character growth, no? My god, he's like a completely different person. Very sweet.
ได้ข่าวว่าเฮิร์นมาเหรอวะจากใครอ่ะ
ดิมึงเฮิร์ตหนักเลย
You're gonna ask something like that? The fuck is wrong with you?
ร้านเราไปให้กูพามาแดกอย่าพอรู้เอากูตายแน่เลยเช่เอ้ย
ช่างแม่งเถอะ กูไม่อยากพูดถึงอ่ะ
โทษทีอ่ะ
It's okay, I feel like Kim is gonna turn up at some point soon and they're gonna sort this shit out, right?
เฮ้ยเอาแก้วมาชนทุกคนชน
It's gotta happen. You guys are not a good friendship square. Do you feel better, Che? Is this helping relieve your heartbreak? No, 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 no. Oh shit! Hello. You turned up at the best moment. Yes, take him out of there. Bad friendship square. Don't like those people.
พี่มายุ่งอะไรด้วย
มึงคิดว่ามึงทำอะไรอยู่
He being an idiot, that's for sure.
พี่มาทำแบบนี้ทำไมอ่ะ ผมยังไม่เคยยุ่งเรื่องของพี่ พี่ก็อย่ามายุ่งเรื่องของผม
ต่อจากนี้ มึงอยากจะทำอะไรก็เรื่องของมึง
Why did you even turn up then? The fuck is wrong with him? He is pissing me off right now. What's the point in turning up and being protective like that and stopping him from taking drugs just to be the same level of bitchy and blunt and walk off exactly like before? What is Kim doing?
สวยนะ
It's stressing me out. That was meant to be the moment where they fixed shit. Cute. These two right now are the saving grace of the show. Yeah. I'm very frustrated.
มันต้องอย่างนั้นโอ้แค่ตัวนั้นมันจะไปอะไรวะนี่
Wait, are they eating bugs? I was so stressed about Kim and Che.
สุขสบายดีดิมึง
So did he get beaten up because of his legitimate debts, or was that the setup as well, part of the setup?
กูแค่อยากฝากความคิดถึงไปให้กรณ์มันอะนี่มึงยังไม่รู้เหรอเนี่ยฮะ เฮ้ย
The dad just keeps getting more and more dodge now. What's he been doing now?
กูเลี้ยงมึงมาตั้งนานนะกูรู้ว่ามึงอะไม่ใช่คนฉลาดแต่กูก็ไม่คิดว่ามึงแม่งจะโง่ขนาดนี้ว่ะ
I feel a little insulted because I don't know what's going on. So he knows Korn, and by the sounds of it, he's known him for a long time, right? While he's been raising Porsche.
กูยังเห็นมึงเป็นหลานอยู่นะแล้วกูก็เป็นห่วงมึงมากไอ้ตระกูลเฮียเนี่ยแม่งไว้ใจไม่ได้สักคนหนึ่ง
Now what? What is going on? We just got over the last bit of drama from the main family.
ทำให้กู5 ล้านแล้วกูจบเลย
Dude.
5 ล้านมันไม่แพงหรอกเว้ยไปคิดให้ดี
Okay, so I feel like Kim is kind of on point now. It looks like from that picture that Mr. Korn knew them all, like Porsche and the parents before the car crash happened. So maybe Kim is right, and Porsche's mother had a thing with Korn, Mr. Korn, right? So this episode was mostly just drama, right? To do with Porsche's background and history and Mr. Korn's involvement with his parents' death and stuff like that. We got a little bit more of Vegas Pete bonding, I guess. Well, I mean, they really bonded, right? They went all the way. So, like, with the torture situation and everything, I see Pete as a victim, right? But with the stuff that happened this episode, I don't think even Pete would consider himself a victim. He seemed to be very into it. And he had the chance to leave and he didn't. And at the end of the day, I can't baby him. Like, if he wants to make that decision, I have to let him make that decision, right? The same way as when he told Kinn he was gonna go do all this stuff in the first place, and he said he was aware he was gonna get tortured and potentially killed and stuff, and he was ready to do that for Porsche or whatever reasons he was going to do that. I said I had to, like, if he's aware of that and he wants to go, I gotta respect his decision. You know, I can't be getting offended on someone else's behalf when they're not offended. It's a very hypocritical place to come from, right? I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't feel bad for Pete this episode if even Pete doesn't feel bad for Pete. That seems like a very weird angle for me to come from. It's just that with all the stuff that happened before, he was a victim, and it I don't know. I can see that he's okay right now. I just don't understand why he's okay. I think that's that's where I'm getting at. I'm sure there's going to be people in the comments telling me that he's just got a kink for it or something. He was literally begging to be murdered. He didn't want to be there anymore. It was torture. He was screaming. There was no consent. There was no safe word. There was I don't know. I don't know. So I'm leaving my judgments on it. I don't want to make a definitive like I'm on board, I'm not on board yet until I've seen everything else. I did feel bad for Vegas with the hedgehog thing when he was crying. I did feel really bad for him. I don't know if he deserves me feeling bad for him or not. I just know that I really feel bad for people when they're upset. So that was my gut instinct, was to feel bad. Kim and Che need to get their shit together. Che needs to stop throwing his life and future away, and Kim needs to stop being like, what is he doing? I thought he was catching feelings. They were having great moments, and he's just 180'd. Are we going to find out in like episode 14 that it's just because poor Che was taken hostage and he felt like he couldn't protect Che and stuff, so he doesn't want him to get involved with someone from the mafia or something? Because, newsflash, Kim, Porsche is literally Che's brother, and Porsche is dating Kin. Che's gonna be in some way involved with the mafia, whether you're with him or not, right? So pushing him away to keep him safe, that's not gonna work. Not if Porsche's with Kin. Che is gonna be in for Che's family. He's literally, like, gonna be Kin's brother-in-law now. I don't know. I don't get what he's doing. He's being an idiot, and I don't like it. And he needs to get his shit together, right? I like them together. I do. I don't know. I feel like the last few episodes, shit has been going wrong for everyone except Kin and Porsche, who have it's just been cutting to them having cute, fluffy moments. And now it feels like everything's, like, getting dramatic for them again, though. To do with Porsche's parents and stuff like that. Bonkers. I'm gonna watch episode 13. Bye.